Hello, everyone. My name is Sujay, and we are Group 2. In our project, we designed a wearable pulse oximeter called Pulse Ox 2. Pulse oximeters are used in a wide range of applications, all the way from sports to medicine. As you may know already, pulse oximeters measure heart rate of individuals and their oxygen concentration in blood. Pulse oximeters are useful for any individual in the general population, especially for athletes and patients who must continuously monitor their cardiac and respiratory performance. Pulse oximeters are also very important for people with lung and heart complications, including anemia and arrhythmia. We designed a wearable and non-invasive pulse oximeter that can effectively measure heart rate and blood oxygen levels. Our device uses a simple measuring system to provide the sufficient information to the user. In addition, due to the recent coronavirus outbreak, our device is especially useful to aid in the early disease detection and diagnosis. Our device overcomes many of the challenges in previous pulse oximeters, including data logging and storage problems, higher cost, and portability issues. We also included a list of replaceable parts for easy repair. After looking at current challenges with pulse oximeters and performing more in-depth research, we developed 6 of the most important customer needs to guide the design of our device. As listed on the slide, these were portability and wearability, safety, accuracy, user interface simplicity, affordability, and data storage. Now I'll pass it on to Iman to speak about our device design based on the first few customer needs.
Thank you, Sujay. The Pulse Ox 2 device is a wearable and portable pulse oximeter. It consists of the main device with a wrist casing, finger clip, and a wrist strap. The device is powered by a lithium rechargeable battery that provides about 5 hours of usage. Next slide. Next slide. The device wrist casing is a 3D printable component that is made out of polyethylene terephthalate glycol modified or PETG material due to its flexibility and durability. Showing the image to the left, the casing has 3 holes that are present on the side of the device to allow for the placement of the buttons. A small inlet is present where the wire connections connect to the microcontroller. 2 small rectangular prisms are created to allow for the nylon strap to be fed through. This secures the device onto the user's wrist and making it a wearable device. The finger clip portion of the device is also a 3D printable component that is made out of PETG material. The right image showing the finger clip that has a small rectangular well present that holds the pulse oximeter sensor, above which the fleshy part of the user's finger will rest. Next slide. The third component is the wrist strap that fastens on the user's wrist and is made out of nylon fabric, providing comfort to the user. It features a buckle closure to fasten and unfasten the device. Therefore, it does not allow the device to be unfastened itself without the user interface. All the electrical components, such as wires and integrated circuits, are insulated, providing safety to the user. The device has a rubber gasket between the display and casing to enhance water dust proofing. This device is IP52 water resistant, which protects from limited dust and water spray less than 15 degrees from vertical. The user manual specifies the extent to which the device is waterproof. I'll hand it off to Abhishek to talk about the accurate measurement of heart rate and blood oxygen levels.
Thanks, Iman. Our device records accurate readings for the user's heart rate and blood oxygen saturation. Our software uses recursion and averaging to calculate these values to ensure such accuracy. In addition, these measurements are constantly updating so that it monitors the user throughout their activity. Since the user will be focusing on whatever activity they're doing, the device will warn the user using a red flashing screen if their heart rate is too high or if their blood oxygen is too low. The measurements can conveniently be started or stopped at any time. Lastly, our proprietary clip ensures that the user's finger is always in contact with the sensor in the same position to maintain precision. Next, Jason will expand upon the simplicity of our user interface.
Thank you, Abhishek. So our device prides itself on its simplicity. First, the mechanical simplicity of the device is due to its 3-button feature. The first, a power button, turns the device both on and off. The second, a settings button, moves between the user's ages and does various functions on the device. And third, the stop and start button stops and starts the measurements on the device. As you can see on the right, we have the displays that the user will see. First, our Pulse Ox welcome screen is visible and has a nice welcoming logo. Second, we have our age display, where the user is able to pick in a simple 2-column structure their age. In C, we have the home display that the user will generally be seeing. That includes their age, their heart rate, and their blood oxygen saturation. In screen D, we see the measuring screen. This screen will only be displayed for a few seconds, if at all, when the device is needed of measuring. If the user's heart rate or oxygen is in the warning region, the warning screens, both E and F, will be displayed. If blood oxygen concentration is too low, E will be displayed, and if heart rate is too high, F will be displayed. And lastly, we have our turning off display, in which when the power button is pressed in the off position, will display. We have also included an explanatory user manual with the device. This involves an installation guide for both the wrist casing and the finger clip strap. The operating guide includes instructions on each button and how measurements are taken. This user manual also includes safety information, product dimensions, and extra features. It also includes, as Iman mentioned, our water resistance feature. And now I will pass it on to Eloise to talk about affordability.
Thank you, Jason. So when we were designing our device, we wanted to have accuracy and simplicity while also having it be affordable for everyday consumers. There are currently no other wrist strap pulse oximeters on the market that are as cheap to produce as our device is. And we have provided here a list of all of the parts included for our device and where they were and their sources, so that any consumer who needs to can repair or replace parts in their Pulse Ox 2. Next slide. Lastly, with regards to data storage, we wanted to ensure that our consumers did not have to worry about any privacy or security concerns with their data. So the heart rate and the pulse oxygen readings will not upload online or to a network. They will be stored on a single micro SD card that the user can use in their own computer if need be, but it is solely for the consumer's use and ensures privacy while also a workable product. And now I'll pass it on to Abhishek to finish us off.
Thanks, Eloise. In summary, our device has a multitude of benefits. It is affordable, has an easy-to-use interface, and is easy to assemble, manufacture, and even repair. It also can log and store data so it can be reviewed afterwards. However, some drawbacks of our device is that the battery life is limited due to our emphasis on portability, and it does not currently have time commute functions that a watch has. Despite this, our pulse oximeter provides solutions for all the drawbacks that current pulse oximeters have. In conclusion, the Pulse Ox 2 provides great convenience for users to measure essential parameters of their body, such as heart rate and blood oxygen saturation. These parameters are key to monitor not just for individuals who have existing lung and heart problems, but also athletes who want to eke out maximum performance while still staying healthy. In addition, our device is easy to manufacture as all the parts are easily accessible or 3D printed, which also makes the device inexpensive. In order to make our device an even better user experience, we look into introducing smartphone integration, where measurements can be automatically logged to your phone for ease of viewing. Thank you for listening.